like to go to see a show, but Miss Kate said no. I'll tell you what you can do. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Casey saw all the games, knew the players by their first names, told the umpire he was wrong all along, good and strong. When the score was just 2-2, Casey knew what to do. Just to cheer up the boys she knew, she made the gang sing this song. Take me out to the ball game, take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and cracker jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Baltimore, you are seeing history being made today.
O-R-I-O-L-E-S. Magic, 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 magic. Orioles magic, Phillies magic.
Greetings, folks. Clear your throat next time, BW. Greetings, folks, and welcome to live coverage of Orioles baseball, where tonight the Baltimore Orioles will be playing the Los Angeles Angels in the second game of a 3-game series at Oriole Park at Camden Yards. How you doing, everybody? It's your old pal, the BirdWatcher here. People call me BW for short, and that works for me. Folks, we are in the post-trade deadline segment of our 2026 program, and since Mike Elias decided that this team has no chance, the Orioles have been undefeated, 1-0. We won last night, 3-1. Cade Povich gave us a fantastic start. In fact, by some measures, one of the best starts by any pitcher on this staff this season. He was able to accumulate 7 strikeouts through the first 4 scoreless innings of work. No other pitcher had done that this year. I stole that stat from somewhere. But yeah, Cade Povich. Grayson Rodriguez, meanwhile, had a homecoming of sorts. He decided he was finally ready to pitch his best against us. but it wasn't enough. The Orioles got a couple of runs off of him. Tyler O'Neill with a late pinch hit solo shot for a little bit of insurance. Yenier Cano in a closing role. Gave up a leadoff double in the ninth, but worked around that. And the Orioles got a win. A win that even with a team that has lost some pieces should be winning against this Angels team. And hopefully will continue to do so tonight. We've got a chance to clinch the series. And it's a series, again, no matter what our ambitions are or where we're going to wind up, a series we should be winning. Trevor Rogers is going to try to clinch this series tonight, starting against fellow southpaw Reid Detmers. And we got tomorrow afternoon getaway game before we start a 10-game road trip. 3 in Texas, 3 in Minnesota, and then I think 4 in Tampa Bay. Long road trip coming up, folks. So enjoy the home cooking here over the next 24 hours. We got a couple of games, and then we won't be back until the other half of August, latter half. Folks, again, what can we do? I don't know. We're going to sit back and watch some Orioles baseball. Let's take a look at this matchup a little bit closer on the mound. Rogers comes in with a record of 6-7, has a chance to even up his record tonight. He had a chance last time out, but that game was all the way back a week ago now. We had a couple of off days in between. That was that start against Scooble, that finale against the Tigers, where Rogers didn't have his best stuff, but the Orioles offense picked him up. Major pickup, and we were down 7-0, came back to win that ball game. First start since that game for Rogers. His ERA right now is 4.27, has a whip of 1.26. That's over 109 and 2/3 innings, giving up 108 hits, 89 strikeouts to 32 walks, 10 home run balls for Rogers. Reid Detmers, another left-hander. This Oriole offense, I mean, if Kobe Mayo can have a good night, then we stand to have a good chance. I feel like this team's offense hinges on whether or not Kobe Mayo is going to hit a lefty when he's on the mound. Hopefully he will. Of course, he will be in the lineup. We'll get to that in a minute. But Detmers, he has a record that's not impressive, 3-7, but his numbers are better than Rogers on the season. His ERA 4.03. That's about a quarter run lower than Rogers. And a whip of 1.10. That's 0.15 less than Rogers. He's also pitched more, 125 innings on the season already, and only 99 hits, 38 walks to 145 strikeouts. This guy strikes guys out. 15 home run balls for Detmers. That is less than 1 per start. So, that is the matchup on the mound. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. We have a brand new leadoff hitter. We'll get to that in a minute. First, the Angels. Leading off for them at shortstop, it's Zach Neto. Mike Trout will play center field and bat second. Nolan Shonwell will hit third and play first base. Vaughn Grissom will bat cleanup and be over at third base. Moises Ballesteros, who the Angels had just acquired over the deadline, made his debut with them in the game last night. He's DHing. Travis d'Arnaud, and batting fifth, by the way. Travis d'Arnaud batting sixth, veteran catcher. Josh Lowe will play right field and hit seventh. Jose Siri in left field batting eighth. And old friend Adam Frazier, who the Angels had just acquired, and we saw pinch hit last night. Frazier making a start at second base. On the season, hitting just .207 with 1 home run and 6 RBI. That's an 82 at-bats for Adam Frazier. I got to be honest with you, I didn't even know he was still in the league. I haven't seen him in a while. Here is the lineup for your Baltimore Orioles. Leading off, 24 hours after making his Major League debut, and it was a pretty impressive debut. It is Christian Franklin, folks.
Wow, Franklin. You never told me that you had a sister.
All right. You can thank Chilo for that, folks. You can thank Chilo for that. Chilo very, very excited. Let's play it again for Chilo.
Wow, Franklin, you never told me that you had a sister.
Okay. I think that's from the movie Deliverance 2, Electric Boogaloo. I'm not sure. But Christian Franklin is going to lead off here, folks, and he's in center field tonight. We'll take a look at how he can patrol center field. That'll be interesting. Pete Alonso will bat second and play first base. Gunnar Henderson will hit third. He is the shortstop. Tyler O'Neill is the cleanup hitter. O'Neill, again, a home run last night. He has been hitting lately. When I say lately, I mean about a month. It's been pretty good numbers. He just doesn't play every day. Oh, my God, the lady singing the national anthem. That is a choice with those sunglasses. Those sunglasses are a choice. Folks, national anthem going on. I don't feel right when I hear somebody singing it and I'm talking. I'm just going to take a moment to shut up. She'll wrap up in a minute. So I'll just duck out of the way here for a minute. I'm not going to just sit here in silence. I'll be off camera. Be right back. Oh! I'm sorry. I can't talk during the national anthem. It's those sunglasses. What sorry. All right, hit that note. There you go. Oh, wait, the word brave has 27 syllables. Okay, thank you for that lovely rendition of the national anthem. Let me know where you get those sunglasses. Those are impressive. Folks, all right, I'm here. Right, where did we leave off? The Orioles lineup. I was in the middle of it. Sorry. Let's just start from the top. Christian Franklin is leading off. He's playing center field. Pete Alonso batting second. He's at first base. Gunnar Henderson at shortstop hitting third. Tyler O'Neill, the cleanup batter, in right field. Kobe Mayo is going to DH and hit fifth. Christian Encarnacion Strand will bat sixth. He's at third base. Jackson Holliday in the lineup against a lefty. He will play second base. The other option would have been Jeremiah Jackson, as he has sometimes done. Holiday sitting for Jeremiah against a lefty, but Jeremiah is in the lineup batting eighth. He's in left field. And then you got Carlos Narvaez, our new catcher. He's batting ninth, as he will be, as long as he's an Oriole, I would assume. Folks, that's a nice way of saying he can't hit very much. 82 degrees, the game time temperature in downtown Baltimore. Partly cloudy skies. Your home plate umpire tonight is Dan Bellino. Okay. Orioles are 3 games below 500. We are 1.5 games out of the wild card spot. We are 1 game out in the loss column. 1 game. 1 game out in the loss column. You know what, folks? I'm just going to read my community post so I don't have to sit here and just regurgitate and reword what I want to say. I've already talked about Mike Elias. I spent 90 minutes a couple of nights ago talking about it. But it just boggles my mind as I look at these standings and I ask myself, why? Why did you give up on this team? Why couldn't you at least make a couple of, like, you couldn't just go out and get a lefty reliever, really? Was that going to deplete the farm? Get like a rental lefty? You could have given him any low-level prospect. I mean, he did nothing to improve this team right now. I mean, we've got a couple of guys up now, Franklin and Narvaez. They're there. But the intention wasn't like, let's get these two guys to help this team go on a run. And they're the byproduct of the guys we sold. It's not the same. But, yeah, we are one game back on the loss column. And you think about that game, that last game before the deadline, that 6-inning rain game, and how if we had just, when Craig Albanese was conferencing with the umpires, it looked very much to me like he had the decision left up to him, whether or not to, say, cut this, put the tarp out there. If we can get the game in later, fine, but these are not playable conditions. He had a chance to do that, and if he had, that game would have been postponed and made up at some point before the end of the season, provided that, it needed to get made up. They find a way to make it up. I mean, it's Philly. They're like the closest city to us, other than D.C., I guess, but it wouldn't have been too hard to make that one up, folks. Then you think about that game in Toronto, the Ernie Clement base path game. When you're only talking about one game and the difference between being in that final wildcard spot in one game, the tendency as a fan is to go, man, if we had just not made that mistake in that one game, or maybe if we didn't just that one bad pitch, Rico Garcia, if he didn't just throw that first pitch gopher ball or something. But we had one game where we know it wasn't a matter of even our doing that game in Toronto. That was our win, and it was taken from us. I'm sorry. I'm never going to let that one go. Anyway, the point is, I'm not going to read it. Am I? Do I have time? Let's see. Where is it? Didn't get a whole lot of traction, this post. Here it is. What did I say? One game back in the loss column. One. I'm probably going to hear me repeat some stuff. Our last loss was a 6-inning game in the rain that should have been called off before they sent Bradish out there. We are 5-5 in our last 10. The three teams ahead of us currently in the last 10, Cleveland is 3-7, Minnesota's 5-5, and Texas is 3-7. So we've either kept pace or done better than the teams that are in the same hunt we are. And 10 games ago, when Mike Elias told us that we weren't going to just sell, he clearly was lying. It didn't really matter what we did from that moment until the deadline. I think he had his mind made up. By the way, you also have to take into consideration, folks, that while we are, a half a game or a game and a half behind the Guardians, the Twins, and who's the other team in there? Is it the Mariners or the Rangers? Folks, we play in a division where the top three records in our league are in our division. Now, I know division play isn't like it used to be, but you still play 13 times against these opponents. We play in a tougher league. Our record, I think, one game at least you have to make up for with the kind of team, the kind of schedule we have compared to those other teams. But I guess Mike Elias just didn't consider any of this, folks. Elias gave up on this team and was more concerned about winning trades than winning now. He could have spent this window moving a guy like Ward and a guy like a Kittredge out for some lottery ticket prospects while also sending some prospects away to bring in some real help. But he couldn't even find it in him to just go out and get a lefty for a bullpen. The farm would have been fine. What remains of this team, they were told that they weren't good enough to make a run after what Elias did, these players. And it's enough for a team to lose all their motivation and flail down the stretch. But if this team does find a way to use that sort of messaging from the front office that, it's a lost cause, maybe that will motivate these players to prove that GM wrong and find our way to October. And if we do, folks, just remember that if we got to October this season, it would be in spite of Mike Elias, not because of Mike Elias. Okay? Mike, you don't understand what it's like to be a loyal fan of the Baltimore Orioles. You don't understand the value of time, that folks are hitting retirement age now. We're in high school, the last time we won something. Every season matters. In our lives, these seasons are limited and precious. You have a shot to win in a given season, you try to win now. And you don't understand that. A team that you built, while yes, flawed, has a shot, and you sold us down the river. Hence, you need to go. There is no redemption, no road to redemption for you in this city, not after this. That's me. I'm quoting me. Folks, Trevor Rogers is on the mound right now, taking his warm-up tosses. We're about ready for first pitch. Just want to remind everybody, if you're watching along, to get synced up with me so that I'm calling it as you're seeing it. Odds are you're going to be ahead of me, and the best way to fix it is to get ready to pause the game. Pause it right after the first pitch. And once you've done that, you just get ready to unpause. Wait for me to catch up and call that first pitch. And after that, you unpause. Now we're synced up. Does it make sense? I hope it does. And, yeah, let's see if we can win this series tonight and try to start a streak, a post-trade deadline streak. All right, let's see if I can get this game up to full screen. That would be ideal. I'm getting old. Vision is going. All right. Folks, another note. Austin Hayes is being released by the Chicago White Sox. He's going to be on waivers. Anybody in the mood to bring Austin Hayes back for basically whatever the remaining salary is on 2 months' worth of contract? Folks, the first pitch of the ball game, here it is. Fouled straight back by Zach Neto. We are underway in Baltimore between the Orioles and the Los Angeles Angels. 0-1 the count on Neto. Pitch in the dirt, and the count is 1-1. Now, Heston Kjerstad, I'm not forgetting about him. I do feel like he should be getting called up. But I'm looking at the balance of the lineup, obviously with Ward, a right-handed bat going. Here's a sweeper in there for a strike from Rogers. Count a ball and 2 strikes. Franklin, you know, we're going to see what he's got. He's getting an opportunity right now. Debut last night was promising. But I wouldn't mind, folks, go ahead and letting go Leody Taveras and make space for either Austin Hayes or Heston Kjerstad. I think the right-handed bat of Hayes would help us more right now. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a sweeper. Breaking down and in on Neto. First batter of the ballgame strikes out.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
I don't know what the Orioles think about. Obviously, I don't know what they would think about moving to get Austin Hayes back here. It's not any sort of long-term solution or anything, but you know, you took the face of the franchise and sold him to the Red Sox. I wouldn't mind bringing somebody back that I remember from those good years. If you guys remember, Austin Hayes was traded right around the same time that this team started to go in the wrong direction, mid-season 2 years ago. Mike Trout, by the way, is at the plate, and he's already in an 0-2 hole. Rogers going back, and a fastball is high. It's a ball and 2 strikes. So, look, Franklin and Narvaez, maybe these guys can help get this team jump-started a little bit. I'm just looking for a way to give this team a spark, folks. Pitch in the dirt, count is 2-2. So I'm not trying to block somebody's path to the bigs or somebody's playing time by going out and getting a guy like Austin Hayes. But, again, if we weren't going to go out and buy a player to help this team through trade. He seems like a guy that could help us just by a waiver pickup or jumping to the front of the line in one of those, waiver trades. A little bit of the old cash considerations, maybe. Folks, it's a full count now on Mike Trout. There's a 1 out, nobody on, just getting started. And the payoff pitch, swung on and missed. A high fastball above the zone, and he got Trout to go after it. Back-to-back strikeouts to begin the night for Rogers.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Good start for Rogers. Can't start it much better than that. Back-to-back Ks. Here's Shanwell, and he fouls off the first pitch. Nolan Shanwell, the Angels' first baseman, is hitting .275. Rogers goes back to work on 0-1 and delivers strike 2, a sinker at the bottom of the zone. Started from the bottom, now we're here. Started from the bottom. 2 outs, 2 strikes. Rogers looking for a nice clean first inning. The 0-2 pitch. A little tapper right back to Rogers. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. An underhand toss to Alonso and a 1-2-3 inning. Folks, Rogers looks good to start things tonight. We go to the bottom of the first. It's the Angels nothing, and the Orioles are coming up. All right. Let's say hi to the Charm City chat. Folks, we got over 150 people here right now. If you don't mind, just get that one obligation of yours out of the way for the night. Go ahead and get it out of the way. Just take a couple of seconds, please, and tap that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. Help out the channel, folks. I was amazed last night. It was very late in the ball game, and we're about at 150 likes. And then I put a heavy push on. I was like, come on, people. We got like 200-something people, whatever. I go back to look at the numbers at the end of the stream. 250-plus likes. We got like 100 in there in the last inning. That was nice to see people come through in the clutch. But anyway, let's see. Who's here? Alan Piles, Chawa Lord, Daniel Berry, Rob Freeman, George Ford, Justin Thomas, Nicholas Handy, Thomas Brock, Pocket Watch, The Major, Johnny O, Key West, Chilo, Kurt Montgomery, Matt Abel, WX, looks like Waffle, Wixful Productions. First time tuning in since the deadline. How you doing, buddy? Sorry about that trade deadline. Didn't really go the way we had planned or hoped. Folks, Christian Franklin is making his way up to the plate, leading off for your Orioles tonight. Sister Christian.
Wow, Franklin, you never told me that you had a sister.
I guess we're going with this. First pitch from Reid Detmers. Swing and a miss. Franklin, in his first major league plate appearance last night, worked a walk and then came around to score. In that only inning, we got something off of Grayson Rodriguez, that 2-run base hit by Alonso. Swing and a miss on a fastball, and it's 0-2 on Franklin. He will ask for time. 00 Govan 00 is also here. Hello. Hello. Christopher Haas says, hey, BW. How you doing, Christopher? 0-2 pitch. Just a bit outside. Kimbers 509. Hey, BW. Hello, Kimbers. Everyone staying cool? I'm in Thailand. It's hard to stay cool, but doing my best. Vanilla Spice. David in France. Here's a 1-2 pitch. In the dirt, we got an even count. 2-2. B-Dub 410. The Turnbuckle Takeover. That's a solid name. Says Elias can hit the bricks. I'm with you. Tank is here. Here's the 2-2. That ball's fouled off of Franklin's foot. And we'll have another 2-2 pitch. Tremea, right? Tremea or Tremella? I thought it was Tremella because that I thought was an L. Tremea, you might have to phonetically type in how your name is pronounced so I don't butcher it. But it's good to see you back. I like those binoculars you got there. Where did you get those? Looking good.
Nice binoculars.
Walter Delgado is here. Folks, we still have our leadoff hitter, Franklin, at the plate with a 2-2 count. Detmers delivers, and that is way up and away. We got a full count, so Franklin, he fell behind 0-2, but like a good leadoff hitter, hanging in there. Got the count full. He's going to see at least 7 pitches here. Payoff. That ball's popped up. Second base side. A few steps into the outfield grass. The catch is made out there by Adam Frazier. 1 away in the bottom of the first. Wesley Krieger is here. 4-4-3 Beasy. Beasy. Oh, I see our friend popped by. He went with the name Aaron Judge. Sorry, buddy. Once again, I failed to be able to see what you wrote because it just came and went. Like every other time you show up anymore. It's kind of sad, isn't it? Those 2 seconds of attention you're trying to get from me. And you can't have that one-on-one with me? I'm sorry, man. Pete Alonso. First pitch is a ball, and the next one fouled away. 1 ball, 1 strike.
A polar bear stirs.
Sorry to disappoint you, buddy. The rest of us is just here watching baseball, hanging out, not being a douchebag. Sorry. There's a called strike to Pete. The count is 1-2. El Duderino is here. Big Jim 11. Good to see you guys. Jet Bond 3356. James Dotson, Oriole fan for 68 years. Folks, give it up for James. Hey, James, man, if you have any kind of, if you have a favor to ask or a request, whatever I can do, I'll do it for you, buddy. 68 years of fan. Alonso on a 2-2 pitch hits it into the air in right field. Lots of sunshine still out there in the deeper parts of right. And the catch, though, made in the sunshine by Josh Lowe. The Orioles have their second out here in the bottom of the first. And Gunnar Henderson will come up next. Meowth is here. John Bond as well. Meemore. I hope I got everybody. I tried. I can't just spend 10 straight minutes reading names. People are going to start to get a little impatient. Gunnar with a 1-0 count. Ball 1 from Detmers. Henderson hitting .217. And the next pitch bounces in there. A slider makes it 2-0. Andres Velasquez. Folks. Johnny O, that's a spot-on impression of me. How did you manage that? Here's the 2-0 to Gunnar. He's swinging 2-0, and he hits it hard. A base hit into right field past the diving Frazier. Gunnar, a 2-out single. 105 off the bat for Gunnar.
His name's Gunnar, and he's dating my mom.
Sorry about that. Folks, Chilo has been a Magic member now for 23 months. Next month, 2 years. 2 years a member. 2 years supporting the channel and the project that is a Orioles baseball community following the game play-by-play on YouTube. That's fantastic, Chilo. And, yeah, good stuff. First or second pitch. Folks, Tyler O'Neill's up. He's got a count of a ball and a strike. Sorry, let me lock in here.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
O'Neill hitting .213 at the moment. That's only a few points behind Gunnar, although Gunnar just got a hit. So a little more separation there. That'll be strike 2 on a swing and miss by O'Neill. Gunnar now back to .219 with that hit. 1-2 to O'Neill is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs with Gunnar at first. Detmers will throw at least 20 pitches in his first inning. So even if we don't come up with a run, that's good work. That is a called strike 3, a slider that hit the upper inner corner of the zone. And O'Neill is out looking at strikes. Folks, the inning is over. Gunnar Henderson gets a base hit, and he's stranded at the end of 1. No score in Baltimore. All right. What else is shaking? James Dotson is 74 now. A young, spry 74, I'd say, James. I'm jealous, man. I got to be honest. Glory days. Yeah, I wasn't around for the glory days. I was born just a little bit too late. Glory days. Glory days. Hey, another roster move I forgot to mention. We have a new arm in the bullpen, folks. An arm so new that I forgot his first name. Last name, Hoppy. I hope it's a 2-syllable name. Hoppy. Right-hander. Anthony Nunez has been optioned back to AAA Norfolk. I'm not sure if Nunez was the weakest link in our bullpen right now, but he's got options. That might be the reasoning. But Hoppy, Alex, thank you, Chilo. Alex Hoppy, now a arm in the bullpen. We might see him tonight. Yeah, Matt, isn't that always the way? Yeah. My man got to see Brooks play. I mean, dude, 68 years. Or what, 27? That's 4. That's like 19. He saw Jim Gentile play. Did you see Jim Gentile? Where are you at, buddy? James, did you see Jim Gentile? Did it go back that far? The Paul Richards days? Folks, we're in the second inning. Vaughn Grissom takes a pitch a little bit inside for ball 1, a fastball from Trevor Rogers. Justin, sure. There's a called strike to Grissom, 1-1 the count. If you get a chance, could you say what got you way over to Thailand? Super curious. Well, there's the short version and the long version of the story. 1-1 pitch, over the plate but low, 2-1. The short version is, I guess I had a light bulb go off in my head somewhere around the 2010s that I have a job that is completely online, so why am I sort of relegated to live where I live? I could go anywhere. Where do I want to go? I want to explore. At that point, I was in my late 30s, and I was starting to feel like if I wasn't going to do some world traveling, when was I? Here's a ground ball to second base. Jackson Holiday with a routine grounder, and he will throw out Vaughn Grissom 1 away. So what started as just sort of one of those, you could call it a midlife crisis excursion, a soul-searching trip, hopping trains in Europe. I made some stops and met a few different people along the way, a few different people in different countries that told me the same thing. You got to go check out Thailand. So I did. I'm like, all right, I'll go there. And I liked it. I spent about 90 days here, my first time. It was only supposed to be for a month at the most, but I extended my Visa to 90 days. I guess this is the long story. Moises Ballesteros at the plate with a 1-1 count. And Rogers hits the bottom of the zone for strike 2. Ballesteros is hitting .231, left-handed batter. So that initial trip, I extended it as long as I could. I came back to the States, and after being back to the States for about 3 weeks, I said to myself, I want to go back there, and I want to stay. Ground ball to Holiday. He will throw out Ballesteros. So a couple of 4-3 ground balls here in the second. Rogers, perfect so far. 5 up, 5 down. Here's Travis d'Arnaud. So, yeah, I basically told my employer at the time what my plan was, that I'd still be able to do everything I needed to do there, and worked out the other, what do you call it? The factors or whatever. I lined everything up. What did I do with all my stuff and all this? Yeah, I figured it all out, and yeah, I've been here ever since. Travis d'Arnaud at the plate. And after strike 1, Rogers will miss outside with a ball. Bases empty, 2 down. And a 1-1 to d'Arnaud coming. That's another comebacker, but it gets past Rogers, and now it hits off the base. Holiday was ready to field this ball, standing behind second base, but the ball caroms off the bag, winds up in shallow center field for an unlucky base hit for us. Lucky for the Angels. d'Arnaud does not run at all. He's an old catcher. Holiday would have had plenty of time to throw him out. 2 down, runner at first. Here is Josh Lowe, and he'll take a pitch inside for ball 1. Lowe hitting only .206. He had a double last night. That was off of Cano in the 9th, leading off. Got us a little bit scared, but we worked around that. 1-0 pitch is a fastball right down the middle. You did see Jim Gentile play. Wow, James. I am so jealous. You basically have seen this team's entire history. And let's face it, folks, the first half of that history, a lot more successful than the second half, which has basically been my lifetime. Ugh. 2-1 to Lowe. Swing and a miss on a cutter. Riding away from the left-handed batter. Wound up outside. He chased it. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So now you're in Thailand calling Orioles. I know, it's crazy. People thought I was crazy living out here as an American covering English soccer as a profession while living in Thailand. They're like, dude, pick a time zone. What are you doing? How does that work? You're covering a league in England. You're from the U.S. You're in Thailand. Like, you're in 3 completely different areas. 3-2 pitch, hit high in the air, center field. Franklin, he's got room. He's waiting, and he's got it. The inning is over. Lowe with a high fly ball to relatively deep center, but you knew off the bat it wasn't going to be trouble. We got out of that. Inning is over, folks. The Angels get their first hit, a base hit off the bag. I tell you what, if Rogers winds up pitching a one-hitter, I hope he doesn't, because that one hit is going to haunt him. It hit the bag. Bottom of the second inning's coming up, folks. No score. Punked by a GM with no clue. I think Elias has a clue. The clue is, he's more worried about the business of operating this team than he is necessarily winning. You would think that winning would, naturally, organically be profitable. But, yeah. analytics, I guess, right? Might have told him something else. Baltimore is unrecognizable since 1970, and I wasn't born till 77, so I did not see. I was born Brooks's final season. I was born in May, and in his last year, Brooks wasn't an everyday player. But I can at least say I was alive for a couple of months while Brooks was still playing baseball. That's about it. Isn't he supposed to be the baseball guy? Who's that? Elias? What you talking about, David? This generation dreams of canceling people like we cancel. Ugh. Kobe Mayo's coming up. We have a scoreless ball game in the bottom of the second. Mayo, let's hit some lefties tonight. What do you say? First pitch. He's looking at a slider that wound up right down the middle of the plate for strike one. Mayo hitting 1 point over the Mendoza line, 14 homers, 40 RBI now on the season. He goes out and reaches for one, is going to hit a fly ball to center field. It is going to be playable for Trout. Comes in a few steps. Mayo, he went out of the zone reaching and tried to pull a ball. If he had taken it the other way, he might have been able to do something with it, but not going to be able to do much trying to get a ball center to left when it's that far outside. Here is Encarnacion Strand. And a big curveball here from Detmers to get ahead 0-1. All right. That's right. Just after 6 a.m. The sun is not really up yet. It might be cloudy out. Swing and a miss. In fact, it should be. It was drizzling outside about a half hour ago or so when I went to get my coffee. Folks, Encarnacion Strand quickly in an 0-2 hole here. Average right now at 262. Trying to keep up that productive bat. But it's been a little bit quiet here lately. And last night it was a rough game for him. Not only did he not help out at the plate, but made an error in the field. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And he fouls a pitch straight back. Count still 1-2. Yep. In cars. Yep. I know. Gosh. This pitch is fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nicholas saying Rubenstein is the business guy. Elias is the GM. And yeah, it should be separate things, but I don't think they really are anymore. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. A fastball, top of the zone at 94. Encarnacion Strand strikes out, 2 down. That is second strikeout for Detmers. And Jackson Holliday's coming up. Oh, yeah, Justin. My schedule is very much, my life, at least during the season. Well, pretty much from February through October. So really only November, December, and January over these last couple of years am I living like normal hours. Otherwise, I have to have basically, it's like a graveyard shift job in terms of the hours, but I wouldn't trade it for anything, really. This pitch is low to Holiday. The count is a ball and a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Holiday's hitting 247. Detmers winds up. The 1-1 is just outside. A slider that had the zone and then broke off the plate by an inch or two. Folks, 13 likes gets us to 100. We're getting close to 200 people in the room. Let's try to get to triple digits on that like number, folks. Holiday is swinging at probably ball 3 here. A slider inside. He fouls it. The count is 2-2. What do I do in the off season? Do I work? Last off season I was still doing content on this channel every day. Occasional day off here or there. But yeah, all my eggs are in this here basket. I got another channel. It's kind of a hobby channel at this point. Here's a payoff pitch. That is a called strike 3. Holiday staring at a pitch, a fastball on the outside edge. And that'll do it here. The Orioles go 1, 2, 3. A couple of guys striking out. At the end of 2, no score here in Baltimore. Likes are over 100, folks. Thanks so much for your assistance.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
Thank you very much. Boy, look at that Holiday balls and strikes page there. You can see Detmers hitting his edges there. Inside edge with a couple of strikes. Outside edge with another pitch there. Nothing really for Jackson to hit in that at bat there. Might be tough to score off Detmers tonight, folks. Looking at a pitching duel here early. Both teams will have the bottom part of their order coming up here in the 3rd inning. 8, 9, and 1 anyway. What else is shaking, folks? Come on now. Where's the heartbeat here in Charm City chat? Everybody was popping off. I had to do a lot to catch up to everybody saying hello, and all of a sudden, this chat is... There might as well be a tumbleweed going by. Where is everybody? Oh, there we go. Oh, it wasn't moving. There we go. That's my fault. My chat froze. Okay. I get a little self-conscious. Sometimes. Hey, folks. What time is tomorrow's game? Let's see here. Oh, my. It's super early. No. Oh, man. Why do they put an off day in the middle of the homestand? And then on what should be getaway day, now 12:35 p.m. first pitch. That means 12:15 p.m. for the pregame, which means 11:15 p.m. at night, which means I have to get up at 10:15 p.m., which means at best I'll get 4 hours of sleep if I get to bed by 6 o'clock. Oh, boy, that's the worst start time. I hate early starts. Folks, we're back underway. Jose Siri at the plate. He's got a count of a ball and a strike already. And a foul ball here. It makes it 1-2. Hey, I signed up for it, folks. I just hope we don't get too many more early starts like that anytime soon. I need to make the change at the scrolling text at the bottom of the screen. This pitch is fouled off. Still a ball and 2 strikes to Jose Siri. You might remember him with his days with Tampa Bay. Oh, it's already been changed. There it is, 12:15 tomorrow. Okay. 1-2 the count. The pitch way outside. A sweeper that didn't sweep. 2-2. Folks, Vahiwa Aloy, the Orioles' number 5 prospect, a shortstop we drafted last July. Tonight he's 2 for 2 with a couple of homers, a walk, 4 RBI, and 3 runs scored for Double-A Chesapeake. He's my pick to click among our position picks over the last couple of years. I'm really a Vahiwa Aloy fan. I'm even starting to get the pronunciation down. The W's are pronounced with a light V. There's a swing and a miss. Rogers strikes out Siri, and Siri is barking. Who you barking at, dude? You swung and missed.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Yes, he is a shortstop. Yes, he is. Will he remain one when he ever gets up to here? We'll have to wait and see. But, you know, if you can master shortstop, then it makes it easier to switch to another position if you have to. We got Adam Frazier up. Old pal Adam Frazier, ball one and now strike one, called strike on the outside edge from Rogers. It's 1-1. And a foul ball for strike two. Frazier hitting just 207. Yeah, it does line up with Gunnar if he does go on that he would be the guy. It does line up. We'll see, though. I mean, Eloy might be ready before Gunnar goes. He might be. 1-2 pitch is outside 2-2. I'm done like trying to chart what the Orioles' plans are anymore after what I've seen Elias do this year. I'm just done. I can sit here and logically create my own timetable for certain things. But I think I'm going to stop doing that. Swing and a miss. On a 3-2 pitch, Frazier strikes out Trevor Rogers. One trip through the order here, looking really good.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hey, we got the number 9 batter out. Alert the media. Folks, Rogers, one trip through the order, has given up one hit, striking out 4. Back to Zach Neto. He looks at a pitch low and away for ball 1. Hey, Justin. Have a good one. Neto struck out to begin the ball game. He's hitting 229 at the moment. 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that swing was ugly. Neto fooled by a sweeper. 1 ball, 1 strike. Up and in on this 1-1 pitch. Count 2-1. What in the world is that? Next pitch. Rogers misses a little bit low. 2-2. Sorry, 3-1. My mistake. Here's audio of Eloy's second homer tonight.
Clemmy's set. His response, the 1-2. Eloy hits a high fly ball to left field. Mitchell watches it, but it's over again for the...
That's all you get because I don't want to get a copyright issue. Here's a little liner to third base handled by Encarnacion Strand. That'll end the inning. Folks, Rogers has pitched 3 innings. He's faced 1 batter over the minimum. Again, the 1 hit, the 1 base runner on a ground ball that should have been an out, but it hit a bag, deflected away for a single. Otherwise, Rogers has been perfect. We go to the bottom of the third, no score. All right. What else is shaking, folks? We're going to be doing some scoreboard watching, I suppose. Particularly the Guardians, the Twins, and the Rangers. The Tigers are right there with us as well. The Mariners. It's going to be tough. So many teams because sometimes they're going to be playing head-to-head. You don't even know who to root for. Well, right now at the end of 2 innings in Cleveland tonight, keep rooting for those Mets. The Mets beat the Guardians last night. That's how we got to within a game and a half. If the Mets can do it again and we can take care of business, we'd be half a game out of that wild card spot. And it would be half a game because The closest team to Cleveland is one full game. They can only get level with Cleveland. So we're half game behind whoever it would be in that third spot. If the Guardians lose tonight and we win, just half a game and tied in the loss column. There's a rain delay in the Bronx. The Cardinals are in town to play the Yankees, but no score, no start yet there. Top of the first at Fenway, the Battle of the Sox, no score, just getting started. 2 outs, the White Sox at the plate. Earlier, the Blue Jays beat the Astros 5-4, while the Rangers shut out the Giants 6-0. So Texas made up ground on Houston in the West. But one of those two teams needs to take off while the other goes down so that we can leapfrog the one that goes down. You feel me, folks? First pitch here to Jeremiah Jackson. Fouled away for strike one. Jeremiah getting a start.
Jeremiah was the bullfrog.
Playing left field tonight. 245 batting average. 0-1 pitch is a changeup low and in to even up the count. Here goes Detmers back for the next pitch. It's fouled behind the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Carlos Narvaez is on deck. And by the way, Narvaez, I know he's no Adley, and I know he'd rather have Adley here right now. I think he would. We do need to come up with a button for him. Some kind of walk-up sound. I haven't thought of anything yet, but if you guys have any ideas. Does this guy have a nickname? I don't know. Foul ball by Jeremiah. The count is still a ball and 2 strikes. Detmer's next pitch is inside. 2-2. Jeremiah leading off here in the third. The 2-2 pitch. Curveball, and that one's going to be chopped up the third base line. Foul. It started fair, and just the English on it took it into foul ground. It would have been probably an infield hit had it held the line there. It's a 2-2 count on Jeremiah. Narvi. Okay, that makes me think of narwhal, like the B-52's rock lobster. There goes a narwhal. If I can find that, I might go with it. Any reason to get the B-52s into my soundboard, I'm down. 2-2 pitch. That ball's hit the second base. Frazier collects it, and we'll throw out Jeremiah for the first out here in the bottom of the third. Rock lobster. There goes a narwhal. Narvi. That's a little... There's not enough effort. I mean, you can take anybody's first syllable of their last name, add a Y, and there's your nickname. Narvi's at the plate right now, folks, and it's strike one. He's hitting 185 with 3 homers and 10 RBI. And this pitch fouled behind the plate to make it 0-2. Gnarly Narvaez. We were at a party. His earlobe fell in the deep. Here comes the pitch up and away to Narvaez. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Oh, I can do it myself, type 3. I've got it under control. The 1-2. Narvaez fouls it away. Another 1-2 pitch coming. Yeah. Hop in my Chrysler. It's as big as a whale, and it's about to set sail. Oh, yeah, I got it. 1-2 pitch. That's low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Folks, Narvi, how about Nardog? The Nard Dog. Curveball outside. It's a full count on Narvaez. He lays off that very slow curve, 72 miles an hour, to run the count full here. 1 out, nobody on. Top of the order, due up next. Payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Detmers hits his spot with a backdoor slider right on that outside edge. It would have been a strike had it been taken, but it's a strike anyway with a swing and a miss. 2 down, back to the top of the order for Christian Franklin. Chilo, you there?
Wow, Franklin, you never told me that you had a sister.
First pitch called a strike. I can hear the GTA 5 in it now that I'm picturing it, yeah. 0-1 on Franklin, taking a breaking ball for strike 1. Another breaking ball, this one up and away. Just 70 miles an hour on that curve ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Franklin popped out his first time up. Pitch off the plate, 2-1. Taylor has been really quiet lately. Taylor Ward? Yeah. Lined foul. Down the left field line. All right. Yep, there's the sunshine starting to come up. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, the pitch. Another foul ball. Orioles are fouling a lot of pitches off of Detmers. That's how, in spite of the fact that we've only had 1 base runner so far, Detmers had to throw a lot of pitches, considering just the 1 base runner. He's about to throw number 54 here in the 3rd inning, but not before Franklin steps out of the box asking for time. Here comes a 2-2. Check swing, did he go? I think he did, and yes. On an appeal, the first base ump rings up Franklin, and the inning is over. Folks, we are through 3 innings complete. We've got a pitching duel. Both pitchers only giving up 1 hit, no walks. Detmers now up to 5 strikeouts. Rogers has 4. It's about as even as it gets, folks. Pitching duel right now. The batters are just observers at this stage. 4th inning coming up, folks. Middle innings. Chapter 2 of 3. Act 2, whatever you want to call it. Coming up next. What else is going on around here? There have been some movement, with all the trade stuff. Some players got moved from AA up to AAA. Some guys went from A-ball to AA. I don't have a cheat sheet here in front of me to go down the list, but things definitely got shook up after Monday. Or Tuesday. What was it? I don't know. Where the hell are we? I can't even keep track anymore what day it is. Today is Thursday, right? And no, tomorrow is Thursday. That's the getaway day. Today's Wednesday. But it's Thursday for me already. Oh, it's so weird. Sometimes I get lost. I've been out here a long time, and I still can't hold it together. Yeah, Loy's developing well, Michael, I'd say. Developing nicely. Hey, folks, the Orioles are giving away another hat. Sponsored by Bravo Night, featuring the Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Road Trip Roaring 20th Anniversary. Okay. Remind me not to get that hat. Folks, it's the top of the fourth. Mike Trout will lead off, and he looks at ball one. Trout struck out his first time. And now is ahead 2-0 after Rogers misses high with a fastball. Folks, attendance tonight is better than I would have expected, I'll be honest. Although, who's to know how many of these attendees had bought their tickets well in advance of the trade deadline. 3-0 pitch. There's a strike, and Trout had a green light. He swung and missed on a pitch right down the middle. Fortunately for us, 3-1 now on Trout. And now a pitch fouled off to the right, and Rogers falling behind 3-0 to a certain Hall of Famer has gotten the count back to full here. Here comes the payoff pitch. Good location, same as the last pitch, and another foul ball by Trout. That pitch on the outer edge, right on the edge. Only a little piece of the baseball in the zone there. Another 3-2 pitch. This one in the middle of the plate. Trout pops it up to right. It's going to be a can of corn out there for O'Neill, and he's got it. Trout has been held in check so far, both tonight and in the series. And that'll bring up, with one away, Nolan Shonwell. By the way, I forgot to mention, for those who aren't watching, only listening, the Angels are wearing their jersey tops red jersey tops. Can I put a sentence together here? With the gray pants. Orioles have their traditional home whites. Here's a ground ball toward Alonso. A couple of bounces. He will take it to the bag unassisted for out number 2. By the way, Alonso really showed the kind of leader he is with the messaging he had after being interviewed after last night's win. Telling the fans to, keep coming out here to the ballpark and watch us because it helps us win. It felt sincere, even though, of course, the front office would love to get that messaging out there. But, players want to win. And us fans want to win too. If only the people in charge felt the same way. Strike one to Vaughn Grissom, folks. And here's a ball rolled over up the third base line. I think it's a foul ball. Is it fair? If it's fair, that's a foul ball. Okay. That ball took, on its final bounce, before getting to Strand, it bounced from fair into foul territory before it got to third. The count is 0-2 on Grissom. Masson, for some reason, focusing on Angels fans in the crowd. I feel so intrusive because you just know there's like a camera just scanning around looking for somebody wearing Angels merch. Grissom takes a pitch low on an 0-2 count. The count now a ball and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. No score in the top of the fourth. The pitch is fouled away. Hey there, Hank. Welcome in. Oh, wow. We have a lady who's been around a while at the ballpark. Now, that's a fan. 1-2 pitch. Right down Broadway. I don't know what Grissom's looking for. Strike 3.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Make that 4 shutout innings of 1-hit baseball. And again, folks, the 1 hit, really not a hit. Really not a hit. Rogers, we can say it without jinxing it because it can happen. But he really has thrown a perfect game were it not for, the laws of physics. That ball hitting that bag. This game's going by quick. David's calling for home run number 24. Alonso will lead off the next inning. Gunnar and O'Neill to follow. Big bats coming up, folks. Let's get on the board here. By the way, I saw Johnson, the name for the starter tomorrow. Let me check the first name on that. Tomorrow afternoon's pitching matchup, we'll see Brandon Young start for the Orioles. The Orioles, not only has Brandon Young done well, even when he hasn't done all that well, in a no decision, the Orioles are winning when he's on the mound. We'll be facing a guy named Ryan Johnson, a 24-year-old who this season has a record of 2-6, an ERA of 7.63. This will be 2 of 3 starters in this series, the Angels, that we're facing that has an ERA in the high 7s. The other one was Grayson Rodriguez last night, and all we did was allow him to pitch his best start of the season. That better not be the case tomorrow. Plus, he's right-handed. Yeah, we got to win tomorrow. We got to win tonight. Let's win. Here's Alonso. Detmers will go back to work in the bottom of the 4th. First pitch. Alonso hits it in the air. Right center. Who wants it? It'll work its way back toward Mike Trout in center field for out number 1. Alonso gone on 1 pitch. Come on. Come on, offense. Show yourselves. Yeah, we better score some damn runs tomorrow. I wouldn't mind scoring a few tonight, too. Here's Gunnar. First pitch right down the middle. That is a strike. Gunnar with a base hit his first time up. That's all we got is that hit. We need something else. Swing. He went around on a slider low. It's 0-2 to Gunnar. I just heard a bugle go off at the ballpark. There hasn't been a whole lot of reasons to play it yet. Infield's playing Gunnar straight away. There's no shift on. That's odd. 0-2 pitch is low and away for ball 1. Is BW. What's going on, George? Is BW. Is there more to that? Pitch low and away, a slider. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's a bugle now. Come on. BW is. Sure is. Is this an existential question? Is BW? Oh. Me? Freeze? Nah. It's too hot out here. Get it? 2-2 to Gunnar is low and away. Folks, we got a full count. Let's go. Full count. The payoff pitch. Low for ball 4. And the Angels are going to challenge. They're going to lose. That is low by a full width of the baseball, or length, or I don't know. It's round. Pick a way to measure it. That pitch is definitely low. What a waste. That just seemed like desperation from the Angel catcher there, challenging that pitch. So not only does Gunnar walk, but the Angels are down to 1 challenge.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
Gunnar on with some speed there. O'Neill at the plate with some pop there. Let's put these two together. Peanut butter and jelly. Come on. First pitch low, ball 1 to O'Neill. Come on, folks.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
I'm getting a little bit bored here. Let's get some runs. 1-0 to O'Neill. The pitch. Outside, not close. Detmers, who's been very sharp in the first 3 innings. That last pitch there, definitely not where he was aiming. 2-0, the count. Let's see if O'Neill swings on 2-0. He does not, and he should not. A slider low and in to make it 3-0. Come on. One more time. .30 pitch. That's taken all the way for a strike. Fastball in the outer half. All right, you got your strike. Now what do we get on 3-1? Gunnar at first with 1 out. Detmers with the pitch. That ball's crushed. Oh, O'Neill got every stitch. Bye, birdie. Oh, doctor. Boy, did he turn on that pitch. O'Neill was ready. He was willing, and he is most certainly able. A 2-run homer to left. Number 9 on the season. The Orioles lead it 2-0. Man, that was really hit hard.
It's magic. You know. It's magic.
2-0 Baltimore. Curveball, strike 1 to Mayo. That was a tough first pitch there. Tyler O'Neill, folks, he has been hitting lately. When he's playing, about the past month or so, and last I checked, his OPS above 900. Second home run in as many nights. And last night was a pinch hit job. Here's Mayo's 1-1 pitch. That's high. 2 balls and a strike.
Just get it all on there. Just spread it out.
This game feels a lot like the game last night where Grayson was tough to do anything off. And then next thing you know, 2 runs on the board. 2-0 lead. Count now even up at 2-2 with Kobe Mayo. 0 for 1 so far tonight. This ball's fouled left side on a curveball by Detmers. Still 2-2. Okay, I get to watch the O'Neill home run this time. I knew it was gone off the bat. I never actually saw where it landed. It was in the back row, nearly onto the walkway beyond the first full section of seats in left field. That ball went 426 feet, according to ESPN. 2-2 pitch to Mayo. That ball's hit hard, but it's foul. Mayo out in front of it. Still only 1 out in the inning. Detmers now up to 73 pitches. We got a 2-2 pitch coming. Curveball, and Mayo is sitting on that hanger. See you later. Bye, birdie. Back-to-back jacks. 2 bombs to the same place. Kobe Mayo goes the distance. A home run, a solo shot. It is 3-0 Orioles, folks. Open up the sandwich.
Ho, ho, it's magic, you know. Oh, it's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride.
Oh my God, what a hanging curveball. Kobe Mayo. That was like a softball pitch. That was slow pitch softball for Kobe Mayo. Give him that pitch any day of the week. That ball landed into the back section of the lower deck. And that one had to go, 436 feet. 2 hitters back-to-back have combined to hit the ball 872 feet. Good morning, Reid Detmers. Let me give you a proper good morning. There you go. Encarnacion Strand with a laser to left. That'll get down for a base hit. It hits up against the wall. Misplay out there, and Encarnacion Strand is sliding into second with a double. Folks, 3 straight extra base hits for the Orioles. Splash it up.
Splish, splash, I was taking a bath.
My, oh my. Talk about a wake-up call. It's as if some sort of adjustment was made, a slight tweak, and suddenly Reid Detmers is no longer retiring Oriole hitters with ease. They are hitting him hard. Here's Jackson Holliday, first pitch strike. 3-0 Baltimore, folks. 0-1 pitch. Holliday pops it up. Left side. Coming in from left field is Jose Siri. He makes the catch. 2 down. Runner still in scoring position for the Orioles for Jeremiah Jackson.
Jeremiah was the bullfrog.
Man. Back-to-back hitters just getting every stitch of the baseball. You love to see it. Jeremiah 0 for 1. And Detmers misses off the plate for ball 1. He is 2 pitches away from getting up to 80 on pitch count. He might only have 5 innings in him here tonight. That would be groovy. Curveball. Jeremiah takes it for a strike. Mayo with his arm around O'Neill, the two of them side by side there in the dugout, probably comparing each other's swings. Don't test O'Neill in an arm wrestling competition there, Kobe. Be careful. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jeremiah. Runner at second, 2 down, 3 runs in. The pitch. That ball's chopped off the mound and towards shortstop. Neto will have to hurry. And he does get it to first in time to end the inning. But the Orioles, they explode. Tyler O'Neill with a 2-run shot. Mayo, next batter, with a solo homer. Both of them hit deep out to left field. And at the end of 4 innings, the Orioles lead it 3-0. Fantastic, folks. That deserves a little magic. Yes. How you doing, folks? All right, folks. Please, if you don't mind, during this break, check and make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't, please do so. It helps out the channel. We could also use some subscribers. Note the odometer in the upper left-hand corner. That is the channel's subscriber count. And the larger it gets, the more chances of survival this channel has. That's what it's all about, folks. It's been a nice growth here. That didn't sound right. It's been a nice growth here. Just retract that. Things are growing nicely here. That doesn't sound good either. The growth. I don't know how to word this without the double entendre, folks. I don't know. Things are getting nicely, growing nicely. No, that's still, no. I don't know. Folks, subscribe. I don't know the words. I don't have them. All right. Colonel Bill Holland is here. Nice to hear me. Nice to see you, my friend. Flourishing. Yes, thank you, Vanilla. We're flourishing. All right. Vanilla, you're my new PR rep. Wait, that's redundant too. Isn't rep the R in PR? You're my new rep. Here's Ballesteros, leads off on an 0-1 pitch. Pops it up. This should be an easy out. Holiday is under it. He's got it. One away. A pop out to second base. First out of the 5th inning for Rogers. Let's get back over to this other page here. Rogers, cool as a cucumber out there. Here's d'Arnaud. He's got that one lucky hit off of the second base bag. A ball that, had it not hit the bag, he would have been out. Holiday was ready to field it. And Rogers misses outside for ball 1 to d'Arnaud. The Enterprise is expanding. All right. Which episode of Star Trek are we referencing? That's not bad. Hey, the Angels have a right-hander up, Anderson, in their bullpen. Might Detmers only go the 4 innings? I think he's getting up in case he gets into trouble in the 5th. It's 3-0 on d'Arnaud. Trevor Rogers has fallen behind here. He's in danger of walking d'Arnaud. The pitch, right down the middle, 3-1. Extend, expand, grow. Oh, extend Rogers. Yes. Here's a foul ball. The count has gone full here. Not a Trekkie. Well, then how do you know that terminology? Only Trekkies know what Trekkies are. See, I caught you, Tank. You've been caught. d'Arnaud fouls back the 3-2. We're going to get another one.
Tank, I'm afraid you just gave yourself away.
3-2 pitch. Right down the middle. Folks, strike 3. How does Trevor Rogers do it? I don't know. Not sure what d'Arnaud's looking for here. Rogers fell behind 3-0, only to strike out d'Arnaud looking with a pitch pretty much middle there. Josh Lowe, the batter. First pitch is a strike. Lowe is 0 for 1. Make it 0-2 now after a foul ball. 2 strikes and 2 out with nobody on. Rogers about to get through 5 innings. Yeah. Folks, we're 9 likes from 150. We got over 200 people in the room. Welcome in here. As Lowe fouls off the 0-2, we'll do another 0-2 pitch. 8 likes to 150. Make it 7. Rogers with his 77th pitch of the night coming up. Swing and a miss on a cutter. See you later. Inning over.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, I say when you gotta go, you gotta go.
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
All right. Folks, Trevor Rogers.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Let's go. I'm ready for a lucky. We're already halfway through this ball game. What time is it? We're going to have another 2-hour game here. Works for me. Especially now knowing that I have to be up at 11:15 p.m. to call tomorrow's game. How do I do it, folks? I don't know. Not all heroes wear capes, you know.
This is great iced tea.
Exactly. I can get you 2 tickets to Earth, Wind, and Fire. If you really want to impress her, play side 2 of Led Zeppelin 4. Hey, it doesn't matter if she comes, stays, lays, or prays as long as your toes are tapping. Hey, I came over here to help you with your math homework.
This is great iced tea.
This is great iced tea. On such a hot day.
This is great iced tea.
Ah, Damone. Good old Damone. A real friend. A guy you can count on.
This is great iced tea.
Sorry. Just taking a little trip down memory lane. Folks, we are ready for the bottom of the 5th inning. The Orioles put up 3 runs in the last inning. A couple of home runs. New pitcher on. Reid Detmers is done. Right-hander by the name of Sean Anderson. He's only pitched 16 2/3 innings, 9 appearances. His ERA just under 6. A whip of 1.5. And opponents are hitting .270 off of him. Let's put some more runs up. It's the number 9 hitter, Narvaez, will lead it off. First pitch strike on the outside edge. Narvaez and then Franklin and Alonso. This pitch breaks low and away. A slider, which according to the pitch mix I just saw on the screen here, appears to be Anderson's primary pitch. A slider. 1-1 the count. Next pitch, another slider. Actually, that's a sweeper, they're calling it. A slower version. It's fouled away. Count still 1-2 on Narvaez. Anderson. Pitch, swung on and missed. Narvaez strikes out. A straight fastball at 95 in the zone. First out of the inning here in the 5th. Back to the top of the order, folks. We've got Franklin, the new kid on the block.
Wow, Franklin. You never told me that you had a sister.
Franklin's 0 for 2. And first pitch, slider, just on the outside edge for a strike. Franklin had a nice post-game interview last night that I saw. Another slider, and Franklin went around. Actually, it's a sweeper. I'm going to have to get used to it. Anderson's got Two pitches that move the same, but one's sort of like a change-up version of the slider. Hello, ladies in the crowd. How are we doing? Folks, I need to get back to the ballpark. This pitch is off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Folks, how about a bugle for Franklin? Come on. When I think of Franklin, I think of Aretha. You better think. Called strike 3. Front door slider. And Franklin strikes out. 2 away. Franklin 0 for 3 in his leadoff debut. Hey, folks, the Masson broadcast wants you to know about another hat giveaway. Oh, that's a nice looking hat. It looks like an orange. Yeah, I'm not even going to say. I was about to say a very off-color joke, but I'm going to refrain. Pete Alonso fouls a pitch back. I'm showing restraint, folks. Look at me. Look at the growth. 0-1 on Alonso. 2 down bases empty in the bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss on a fastball at 94. Makes it 0-2. Hello, Erica. Yeah, the girlfriend was looking nice, and a lady a couple of seats down farther. My eyes were drawn in such a way. Yep. 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Boy, Anderson came in here and did not look like a guy with the numbers he came in with. He made us look pretty silly up there at the plate in that inning. I hope he's a 1-inning guy. Folks, that'll do it for the 5th. Orioles do not do anything there. Anderson just 11 pitches and struck out the side. On to the 6th inning. It's 3-0 Orioles. Erica, you never have to apologize for being late. Everyone's got stuff to do. No obligations here. We are a cult, but we are a cult with, loose restrictions compared to your standard cult. So punishment is very minimal here. You like being on time. All right. I like being on time too. I hate it when I make a appointment or plan with somebody and they're late. Because I'm always, if I'm not on time, my anxiety is going crazy. Because I hate the idea of making somebody else wait for me. And then I kind of have that thought in my mind that, well, I would hope the other person feels the same way. That they wouldn't want to be waiting for me and be here on time. Now, I don't have as much anxiety about being on time anymore living out here because the culture out here is very different when it comes to making appointments and being on time. And it's not a stereotype, I promise you. Out here, you choose a time to meet up, and it's just kind of a ballpark figure. It's never the real time, and it's usually later than whatever time you're given out here, but I've gotten used to it. Folks, we're back underway. Time has been a theme here lately. It's Jose Siri at the plate. With an 0-1 count, he fouls a pitch off the left. 0-2 on Siri. The 0-2. That ball's hit in the air and deep to left toward the bird bath. That ball's going to go right into the bird bath. It damn near hit Mr. Splash. Jose Siri tees off a solo shot. Rogers' shutout is over as the Angels score their first run of the night via the long ball. That one hit 105.5 off the bat, 405 feet. 6th home run of the season for Siri. 3-1 Orioles here in the top of the 6th. Folks, don't panic. Don't freak out. Jose Siri, I've seen this guy. He's up there usually trying to hit home runs, and sometimes he connects. This ball's hit on the ground toward Holiday. It's Adam Frazier at the plate, and he will be retired on a 4-3 putout by Holiday, 1 out in the 6th. Rogers is on 82 pitches, 2 more outs to a quality start. Does anyone really know what time it is? Time is but a construct, folks. Zach Neto up at the plate. 3rd trip through the order here for the Angels, and strike 1 to Neto. 0 for 2. Folks, what's your favorite song with the word time in the title? Let's get some time songs in here. Swing and a miss by Neto. It's 0-2. I've got Time After Time, not the Cyndi Lauper version, but the REM version. That's my submission. Here's a swing and a miss. It's 0-2 to Neto, and now it's 0-3. He struck out.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
David says Time After Time. David, you're talking about the Cyndi Lauper? Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Here's Mike Trout. That's a first pitch strike on the outside edge. Base is empty, 2 down. Trout is 0 for 2. Up and in, 1-1 on Trout. Time by Pink Floyd. Time of the Season. That was the, wait, don't tell me. That was the, God, don't do this to me. What's your name? Who's your daddy? The Blanks. God damn it. What's their name? No, not the Turtles. You guys can tell me. I can't pull it. But I like that band. I don't know why I can't think of them. Folks, we got a 3-1 count on Trout. 2 outs, nobody on, and a foul ball. Full count. It's the most wonderful time of the year. The Zombies. Why can't I think of the Zombies? Damn it. Oh, that makes me upset. They're so important in the order of music. That is a called strike 3, folks. Mike Trout not happy with the call. Well, challenge it, buddy. Challenge it, dude. Rogers hits the corner at the knees on the outside for strike 3, and Trout just squares up with the ump. I mean, honestly, if your name wasn't Mike Trout, you're probably getting tossed for that, folks.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Trevor Rogers make it 6 innings complete. He did give up a run here, a solo home run to Siri, but that's only the second base runner of any kind he's given up tonight. 2 hits, no walks, 9 strikeouts through 6 innings. Fantastic from Rogers. He's on 91 pitches. We'll see what the Orioles decide to do for the 7th inning, but for now we go to the bottom of the 6th. 3-1 Baltimore. Closing time. That's yeah. Love Me Two Times. That's a good one. Yeah, even Tank said that's a good one. Let me think. Can I come up with another time one? I mean, we got to have some Rocky Horror fans here, right? Time Warp. I'm not really as big of a Rocky Horror fan as maybe I'm supposed to be. I don't dislike the movie or the music, but I don't know. It's weird. I feel like that movie is very polarizing. Either you love it to death or you think it's stupid. I'm kind of in the middle with that movie. It's okay. I'll watch it if it's on. Gunnar Henderson is up, folks. We got 3, 4, 5 batters. He looks at strike one. Gunnar has gotten on base both times tonight. This one's hit in the air to center field. Backing up on it is Trout. He's got only one step left before getting to the wall before he makes the catch. Gunnar with a loud first out here in the bottom of the 6th. All right. That'll bring up Tyler O'Neill. Last time up, crushed one to left. 2-run homer. That's the difference in the ball game right now. He looks at a slider for ball one, low and away.
Ahoy there! Anybody home?
Hit Me Baby one more time. Now, is that all the title? That feels like a full lyric. I know that's Britney Spears, but is the song title really that whole thing? I mean, if we're going to stretch it, how about "You're out of touch, I'm out of time"? But that song's just called "Out of Touch," right? Hall & Oates. Folks, Tyler O'Neill has a count of 2 balls and a strike. Yeah, I think he took some liberties there, GE. O'Neill with a fly ball to right. Moving to his left, and he's going to have to hurry. A lunging catch made in left field by Josh Lowe. I'll tell you what, he's lucky to have caught this ball. He was not running full speed on the onset, but he did make up the ground. He just was able to make this catch. There's 2 outs for Kobe Mayo.
Let's get it all on there. Just spread it out.
It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine. I'm looking for the word time in there. Morris Day in the time. There you go. Jungle Love. Ah. O-E-O-E-O. Kobe Mayo's 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Anderson out there on the mound has quieted these Oriole bats after they woke up to knock Detmers out of the ball game. Wow, Kyle Schwarber is the only hitter in baseball with more home runs than Kobe Mayo against lefties. That is unbelievable. That can't be right. Or in this case, left. See what I did there? Pitch is fouled away. 1-2 still on Mayo. 2 down, nobody on. Booker T and the MGs. Oh, you definitely get cred for that. The Tubes, Book Doc. Yes, prime time. Mayo with a foul ball. Still 1-2. Time. Here comes another 1-2 pitch to Kobe Mayo. He lays off this changeup outside. 2-2. How many home runs was that for Mayo with that last one? I don't think I gave out the total. Is he up to like 11? I think he was on 10. Here's a foul ball, still 2-2. Was that number 11 for you, Kobe? I'm digging into the stats, but I'm not sure if they're live or not. Folks, the crowd is making noise. I'm not quite sure why. 2 down, nobody on, and a 2-2 count to Mayo. And now the crowd is quieted down. 2-2 pitch. That one's lined. Base hit into center field. Kobe Mayo got a changeup. And that was another hard hit ball. Mayo could not do anything off the left. Or no, cannot do anything. He hit a home run. What am I talking about? Never mind. I'm on goofballs. I really wanted to stress how he was able to get a hit off a righty, but I made the mistake of acting like he hadn't done anything yet tonight. He hit a frickin' tank to left. What am I talking about? Ugh. Folks, it's a long season. That was 110, nearly 111 off the bat of Mayo. Here's Encarnacion Strand. That first pitch to him is up and in. He's got to back out of the way. 1-0. Time has come. The Chamber Brothers. I don't know if I know that one. Time. The 1-0 pitch popped up. A late look by the catcher, but he's going to be able to recover and make the catch right on the on-deck circle. Travis d'Arnaud reels it in. So a foul pop-out ends the inning for the Orioles. Kobe Mayo got on base with a hit. He's left stranded. We go to the 7th inning, folks. 3 innings left to go. The Orioles ahead 3-1. All right. Time in a bottle. Yes, that was mentioned by a few of you. That might actually win the poll if there was one. I didn't realize there were so many damn songs with the word time in it. It's crazy. Folks, we got a break in the action. I would like to appeal to those that have yet to hit the like button on this stream here tonight. Folks, just a couple of seconds of your time. See what I did there? It really does help the channel, okay? And I do feel it's a pretty fair trade. 3 hours of free content, give or take, for no more than 3 seconds of extending a digit and tapping that like button. Folks, extend that digit, please. Let's get that number up.
Hey, everybody, we're all going to get laid.
Fantastic. Oh, the Orioles official website, they listed the Mayo home run highlight as back-to-back jacks. They stole my call. Oh, speaking of stealing somebody's call, you guys remember my old buddy on the other channel?
Yeah!
Sure you do. Sure you remember him. Oh, is he up to more shenanigans, folks? Oh, I might have to check in a little bit later with my buddy and his $1 billion a year enterprise. Folks, Rogers will start the top of the 7th. All right, shut up. Nolan Shonwell, the batter, and the first pitch strike. Pitch number 92 of the night comes in there at 92 miles an hour. A coinky dink. This ball's off Alonso's glove and will die on the infield dirt for a base hit. Alonso laid out to his right to try to stop this ball from getting through to right. He did keep it from getting to the outfield, but unfortunately, once it hit off the heel of his glove, it was an infield hit. Nothing more you can do about it. And that's going to do it for Rogers. No more time on the mound tonight for Trevor. Albanez is going to make the move. And my goodness, look at how much taller Trevor is compared to Albanez. I mean, it's an entire, foot and a half. Folks, we have a debut coming up. Somebody remind me the first name of this guy. Folks, do you like your beer hoppy? If you do, you're going to love our next relief pitcher. Hoppy. What's this guy's first name? Adam. I see it's an A. Alex. Adrian. Alabama. Alex Hoppy. This guy was part of the deal that sent Taylor Ward to the Mariners. Hoppy has appeared in 24 games this season for Seattle. 28 innings pitched. And 27 hits, 11 walks in those 28 innings. That is a 1.36 ERA. 1.36 whip. Excuse me. The ERA is not very appealing. 5.79. Hoppy, a 27-year-old out of Davenport, Iowa. Farm boy. Corn-fed. Here's a distressing statistic. This page here shows me Hoppy's last 5 appearances, and all of them resulted in the team he was playing for, Seattle, losing. So basically, he's a guy they were going to in low leverage situations or situations where they're trailing in a ball game. Alex Hoppy making his Orioles debut. What does he throw? I have no idea. We're going to find out together, unless you know already. He wears number 26. All right, folks. It is the top of the 7th inning. We're ahead by 2. Whoa! First pitch nearly hit Vaughn Grissom in the head, and Grissom thinks it grazed him. He wants first base. He's looking around for somebody to say, you can go to first. Nobody seems to buy it. But that was a very concerning first pitch from Hoppy. By the way, the runner at first moves up to second. So a ground ball double play no longer in order. Let's try to get it under control here, buddy. Auspicious start for Hoppy. Well, he does look pretty fidgety out there as well. Bro, don't blow this on your debut. 1-0 pitch is high. Get somebody up. This might be a 3-batter minimum situation right now. Get somebody up. I'm not trusting anything until I see something worth trusting. 2-0 on Grissom. The pitch is ball 3. Get somebody up. Hurry up right now. I want them ready. There's Rico Garcia. Okay, there he is. 3-0 on Grissom. That's a get me over sinker at 100 miles an hour? That was triple digits? Okay. Triple digits with movement. Okay. More of that, please. Maybe a little bit lower or up. This ball is going to be caught by Holiday over his shoulder. A little looping ball that was trying to get down in shallow right center. Holiday sprinting out there and catches the ball over the shoulder for the first out. A huge first out here in the top of the 7th. He hit 101 on a sinker, man. He hit 101 on a sinker, according to the screen here. Ballesteros, the batter. First pitch is a strike. Ballesteros is 0 for 2. Thanks for that pitch arsenal breakdown there, Phantom. There's a called strike, 0-2 on Ballesteros. So this guy can hit triple digits. He's got a slider and a changeup. Fastball, sinker. Okay, buddy, you got Ballesteros 0-2. Here comes that 0-2 pitch. Bouncing in there for ball 1. Nice stop by Narvaez. And folks, get used to watching Narvaez defense behind the plate. The odds are you're not going to appreciate much what he does with a bat, but you are going to probably like what he does for you behind the plate. The 1-2 pitch, that's high, 2-2. On deck, God, I thought that was Anthony Rendon for a minute. I'm like, I thought he was done. That's d'Arnaud on deck. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. That ball's hit on the ground toward Holiday. He's got it. Over to first. And Alonso's got it. Second out of the inning, folks. Base runner at second moves up to third, but there are now 2 away. And d'Arnaud due up next. Hoppy gets his second out as an Oriole, and I have to refresh my ball game. Stand by. All right, we got a left-handed batter up, or the Angels do. That is Josh Lowe, I believe. My game is still trying to get back. There we go. First pitch. I'm sorry, it's not Lowe. We've got a pinch hitter up. Never mind. Wade Meckler. Damn it. I'm all over the place tonight. Wade Meckler is pinch hitting, a left-handed batter who has a count of 1-0 right now, and make it 1-1, a slider at the top of the zone. Meckler is pinch hitting for d'Arnaud. Trying to get that 2-out RBI with a left-handed bat. And they will get it. Meckler goes the opposite way on the ground between shortstop and third for a 2-out RBI single. And is now 3-2 here in the top of the 7th. And here comes Albarnez. That's it for Hoppy's debut. He faces the minimum 3 batters. Unfortunately, that wild pitch, that first pitch out of his hand, moved a base runner up and got him into score. That runner inherited. That is Rogers' run on the board. You can close the book on Trevor Rogers. 6 innings, 2 earned runs. Again, the second one came around to score after Hoppy came into the ballgame. 3 hits, no walks, 9 strikeouts. ERA down to 4.20. Folks, 4.20 ERA. Why don't you roll a fatty for your old pal BW in honor of Rogers' current 4.20 ERA? Thanks for that start, Trevor.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood.
Hoppy goes 2/3 of an inning, gives up the hit, the wild pitch, and the runner at first, his responsibility. Rico Garcia coming into the ball game now. Folks, Rico. Yeah, that first triple-digit pitch out of Hoppy's hand, When I saw the velo on the board, I was like, really? Because it looked pretty effortless. It looked pretty effortless to hit 100 miles an hour for Hoppy. I'll take it. I mean, yeah. Obviously, you're not going to get a guy who can not only throw triple digits, but also gives you fantastic command in a trade for a rental like Taylor Ward. Of course, whatever we got back in that exchange, if it was an arm, there was going to be something that needed to be worked on. But yeah, we got 3 players back. He's one of them. And while there might be some adjustments he needs to make, it's nice to have another guy that can throw triple digits. Here's Rico Garcia. He's facing Josh Lowe, left-handed batter. He's 0 for 2. Meckler on at first base with 2 down here in the top of the 7th. A 1-run ball game. First pitch popped up. Where is it? It's out of play. 0-1 on Lowe. Man, that's good. Still holding its flavor 2 hours later. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. Outside. Last time out, Rico Garcia nearly gave up another home run. He thought he had. He reacted like he did. Whenever he goes into a crouch after a pitch, folks, it's a bad sign. Let's hope we don't see that. Here's a pickoff attempt, and that was close. These Angel base runners, 2 of them picked off last night by Cade Povich. That one was pretty close. Pitch swung on and missed. A low fastball makes the count 1-2. Rico with an eye over to first as he set the 1-2 pitch. Fouled straight back. We'll do it again. Alonso holding the runner at first. The rest of the infield playing deep. Slightly shifted. There goes the runner. Throw down to second base. Is safe? Are you sure he's safe? Oh, the throw beat the runner. It was a good, accurate throw right at the bag. The Orioles are going to pick up the phone, but they are not going to challenge. Let's see what happened here. Narvaez with a good throw. Just a matter of Gunner's glove being in front of the bag and the runner sneaking in there behind on the backside of the bag. It was close, but he's safe. Meckler, the runner at second with 2 down, and the count now 2-2 on Josh Lowe. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Where is it? Third base side. Encarnacion Strand, and now Gunner behind him into foul ground. Oh, look out. Encarnacion Strand with the catch near the stands. He comes up with it, and the inning is over. The Orioles get out of this still with a lead. Although they did give up their second run in as many innings, the Angels are within a run now. A 3-0 lead is now a 3-2 lead as we hit the 7th inning stretch. Folks, things are getting a little sweaty around here. Might be time for a little break. Maybe a little fuel, a little energy, some carbohydrates. Something to get us through these final couple of innings. What do you say we make some flapjacks? George knows what's up. He's always ready to lead the charge. George, it's a bugle charge for you, man, because we're going there. Yeah. Folks, it's time to throw some cakes on the griddle.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
Come on, get them cakes up in the chat, folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
Now's the time.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
All you country boys and girls.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
It's audience participation time. Yes.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Thank God I'm a country boy.
I wish I could play that whole song, but I can't. I can't even find like just the John Denver version to get that one line. Got to go with the Jim Neighbors. Folks.
Thank God I'm a country boy.
That RBI single to make it 3-2. That was the first run of the game that was not scored on a home run. Orioles have 2. The Angels have 1. What happened to my sound? I can't hear anything. There we go. All right. We are into the late innings. We have Holiday leading off, and first pitch to him will bounce to the backstop. Ben Joyce is the new pitcher on, a right-hander for the Angels. He's only been in 5 games, 4 1/3 innings. ERA at 6.23. And Holiday fouls back the 1-0. That pitch got up there at 101 on the radar gun. So Joyce throws hard. Tyler Heineman in the catch now for the Angels, replacing d'Arnaud after he was pinch hit for. Here's a ground ball foul over by third base coach Buck Britton. Holiday might need a new bat, and he will get another one. So Meckler, the pinch hitter, came in, got the hit, the RBI, and he's out of the game. He did his job for the Angels. It's the bottom of the order for Baltimore here in the 7th, with Jeremiah and Narvaez due up 2nd and 3rd, respectively. 1-2 to Holiday. Joyce is ready in the pitch. That ball's fouled left side. Hey, folks, you mind if I take a look at those out-of-town scores? Oh, I am very happy to report the Mets have a lead on the Guardians. The Guardians, holders of the final wildcard spot, are right now trailing the Mets. It's 4-3 New York in the bottom of the 6th in Cleveland. Root for those Mets, folks. Root for those Mets. 2-2 to Holiday. It was way outside. We got a full count. Folks. Holiday is leading off here, and he's got a full count. We need some runs, some insurance, please. Payoff pitch. Up and away, ball 4.
I'm walking here. I'm walking here.
I am not happy to report that the Twins, while currently scoreless with the Royals, they are knocking on the door in Kansas City. Twins at the plate in the top of the 4th inning with the bases loaded and nobody out. Come on, Kansas City, get out of that jam. Colton Cowser is going to pinch hit, folks. Cowser's into the ball game. Cowser up to pinch hit for Jeremiah. And I would expect, well, we'll see. We'll see what they think about Franklin versus Cowser in center. Oh, it will be Cowser because last night's lineup was Cowser in center, Franklin in left. So Franklin will move from center to left. Cowser will take over in center for the rest of the ball game. Check on Holiday over at first. He's back safely. One 1-0 on Cowser. Come on, Charm City. Wake up now. Pitch right down Broadway. 1-1. Cowser ready for the 1-1. Swing and a miss. A rising fastball at 99. Up and out of the zone for strike 2. Not the best combination of hitting and running when Cowser strikes out a bunch and Holiday tends to make outs on the bases. But we do have speed out there, and we do have a guy that, if he can get a hold of one, can, help us get a run here. We got a 2-2 count now. Pitch outside. And this one is going to be challenged by the Angels, and I think they're going to win this one. Pitch on the inside edge. Called a ball, but I think it's strike 3. And it is. Cowser down on strikes as the Angels get the call of ball 3 turned into strike 3. 1 away in the inning, and here comes Narvaez. Still looking for his first Oriole hit. Be nice to get that out of the way right now. First pitch inside for ball 1. 102 on that pitch from Joyce. Narvaez struck out in the 3rd and again in the 5th inning. Let's make some contact. Pitch. He reaches out of the zone and pops it up. That pitch was high, and he got under it and will pop out to shortstop. Neto with the grab. 2 away. So Holiday got on with a leadoff walk, but a couple of outs here. Holiday still at first base. The lineup flips over, and Christian Franklin will hit. I was kind of expecting to see Dylan Beavers in this spot. I'm a little surprised. Franklin fouls it away for strike 1. Interesting, they're letting Franklin not only lead off in his second major league game ever, but also not lifting him for a left-handed option here in a 1-run ball game late. That pitch is off the plate outside, and a throw down to second is in plenty of time. Holiday is throwing out, trying to steal a base again. It is unbelievable. It is unbelievable how bad Holiday is at running these bases. He's made another out. And the inning is over.
Big buck, big buck. Stop it all.
Well, maybe when Franklin comes up in the 8th inning, there'll be a lefty out there. Maybe Albanez saw the writing on the wall. Holiday was going to get thrown out. Franklin would come up again next inning with a lefty. Why burn a pinch hitter here? Boy. Folks, I got 2 innings left to go here. A 1-run lead. We won last night 3-1. Right now it's 3-2. I mean, it's a chance to win 2 out of 2, but we are playing one of the crappier teams in the league. How are we going to look against a team playing better than the Angels? I worry a bit. I worry a little bit. We've got, again, a 10-game road trip starting this weekend. 3 in, where is it? Why can't I remember these things anymore? I know we're going to Minnesota. Texas. We go to Texas to play the Rangers. 3 in Minneapolis to play the Twins. 4 at that dump known as Tropicana Field to play those Rays. Oh, I hate calling a game at Tropicana Field. I hate watching a game at Tropicana Field. It's the worst. And we're going to have to do it for 4 straight days in the middle of the month. All right, Yenier Cano is on. Folks, Cano got the save last night. And I guess he's not our closer. We've got a committee because he's out there now in the 8th inning facing the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Starting with Jose Siri, who last time hit a solo home run to left. First pitch from Cano is inside for ball 1. Well, what's the plan here? Is Grant Wolfram now a 9th inning option if we've got lefties due up? I'm not sure. Don't tell me Kittredge is the guy, because I just don't trust that. 2-0 on Siri. We need a strike. The pitch. Over the plate, called a strike. That looked low. They don't challenge, and I'm very happy because it should be 3-0. Instead, it's 2-1, and the pitch. That's low. Now it's 3-1. Come on, Cano. Cano faced 4 batters last night, gave up a leadoff double, but then got the next 3 batters straight to get the save. That pitch right down the middle. Full count. Fermin, a righty up in the angel pin. Here comes the payoff pitch to Siri. Swing and a miss on a sinker. See you later.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear? Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Hit the bricks, pal. You're done.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Well, when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Next pitch, or next batter, I should say, first pitch is a sinker at the bottom of the zone for a strike.
How about this? Peace, love, dope. Now get the hell out of here.
The batter, Adam Frazier, 0 for 2. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the 8th. We need 5 more outs. This ball is served into center. It's going to hang up there, though. I thought that was off the end of the bat and was going to drop in, but that ball hung up there for Cowser. An easy second out, folks. 4 more outs to go. 4 more outs to go. Oh, Phantom with a nice update, folks. Bases loaded, nobody out. The Twins only managed 1 run. And there's still plenty of time left in that ball game. They're up 1-0. Here's a first pitch strike to Zach Neto. He's 0 for 3. Average now at 228. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2, and Neto took it all the way. He was backing out of the box as that pitch came in. Not sure what the strategy is there. He's in the hole 0-2. Come on, Cano. It is Grant Wolfram up in the bullpen, folks. He might be going after a save in the 9th. The 0-2 to Neto. Ooh, how'd he lay off that splitter? It looked like the previous 2 sinkers that hit the bottom of the zone, but it was a splitter that dropped out of the zone. Cano could not get the chase, but it was a good 0-2 pitch. This one's grounded foul. It's still a ball and 2 strikes. Come on, Cano. Come on. 1 more strike. Bases empty, 2 down. The 1-2 pitch, a sweeper. It is off the plate, 2-2. Cano wears those long sleeves under his uniform in the August heat. I don't know how he does it. 2-2 pitch. Outside. Don't challenge that. Yinny or Cano, what are you doing? Cano just challenged himself. A pitch that was definitely outside. That was not too intelligent. Both teams now with one challenge left. It's a full count on Neto. 2 down. The payoff pitch. Hit hard but foul. Oof. Come on, Cano. One more strike. The next 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. There you go. There you go, Cano. A strikeout to put the finishing touches here on the 8th.
Well, y'all come back now, you hear?
Folks, Cano sometimes can look a little bit goofy. I think Foghorn Leghorn might say of Cano, that boy is about as sharp as a bag of wet mice. But what are you going to do, folks? I say that boy is about as sharp as a bag of wet mice. Folks, we're going to the bottom of the 8th. How about some insurance? It's 3-2. The Angels are going to bring on Fermin. He's a right-hander with a 2.72 ERA, whip of 1.24. 42 strikeouts in 36 1/3 innings for Fermin. Jose Fermin. The Orioles will be sending up who? Top of the order? That's right. Franklin was at the plate when Holiday got thrown out. So Franklin due up with Alonso and Gunnar to follow. Get Mateo and Hayes back on the team? Well, I'm down with Hayes. Mateo, I don't know. I want Blaze back here. Let's get Blaze back, and we won't need Mateo. What are we looking at here? Another 3 weeks or so, I think Blaze will at least start maybe rehabbing or something. Man, Fermin coming out here glistening with sweat. This guy looks like he was dunked in a tank full of Soul Glow. Holy cow. First pitch off the plate, low and away. Dylan Beavers is now pinch hitting for Franklin. Why didn't he pinch hit for him when he was up to hit in the previous inning with Holiday on base? Why do it now? I'm okay with it because I wanted him to do it then. But why not then? Why now if not then? I don't know. Did Albarnez forget Beavers existed for a minute? I don't know, folks. Get some Beavers up in the chat. He's got a count of 2-0.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
The 2-0 pitch, right down the middle. Man, I've said right down the middle tonight so many times that I'm self-conscious of it. I want to say something different, but there have been a lot of pitches right down the middle in this ball game. 2-1 now on Beavers. The pitch, swing and a miss. 2-2. Just let your soul glow. Let it shine through. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Beavers. The pitch. That pitch was hanging. A slider in the middle of the plate. Fouled away. I mean, I can see my own reflection in Fermin right now. There's a pitch high. It's a full count, folks.
Nice beaver.
Thank you.
The 3-2 to Beavers. Hit in the air to left. And it's slicing well back into the crowd. I thought it was going into the field. That was nowhere near the field of play. Still 3-2, folks. The pitch. Oh, Beavers, what are you looking for? Another pitch, middle. A slider taken for strike 3, and Beavers is down 1 away. Folks, the Orioles are giving away yet another hat. Here's Alonso. He looks at a slider for a strike. Alonso 0 for 3 tonight. He's due. Average a tick below 250. And that is a swing there. No appeal needed. The home plate ump says Alonso went. The count 0-2. The pitch. Hit hard, foul, third base side. And pass the ball person, who will have to go running down the left field corner to retrieve that ball. The Angel catcher communicating to the dugout while we wait for that ball to get picked up. Wonder what info he got. We got an 0-2 count on Alonso here. Pitch. Tapped foul. We'll do it again. Bottom of the 8th inning, folks. Andrew Kittredge is now the man up in the Oriole bullpen and would appear to be the closer of choice for this ball game. 0-2 to Alonso. That's high. Man, Fermin is positively glistening. The 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider, breaking down and away. Alonso down on strikes. Folks, we are 1 like away from 200. We got over 300 people here. Of the 115 or so people that certainly have not hit the like button, why don't you be the one to make it 200? There you go. We did it.
And I want to thank you very much for that. I really do.
2 down, bases empty for Gunnar Henderson. Last chance to add on to this slimmest of leads. And a high strike called here. Gunnar didn't like it, but didn't challenge it either. It was borderline. Leody Taveras is out on deck. If it gets that far, he'll hit for Tyler O'Neill. What happened here? Did Gunnar get hit by that pitch? I looked away for a second. Did Gunnar get hit? He did. Gunnar's taken off the protective gear and will go down to first on a hit by pitch. And Taveras will come up to hit now. Gunnar got hit right on the uniform, actually. It did not hit his body whatsoever. It's a perfect hit by pitch. I'm on it, Phantom. I'm on it. Give me a chance to see a replay. It hit his jersey. Yes, it did. Leody Taveras up with 2 down, a runner at first. And as bad as we've been base running, I'd like to see Gunnar get into scoring position here. I'd like to see him try to steal. That's ball 1 to Taveras. Folks.
Come on, let's dance.
Bam. Come on, Gunnar, take off. 1-0 pitch. He's not going. Swing and a miss on a low pitch. 1-1 on Taveras. Taveras, folks, he's been a helpful player first couple of months of the season, not so much the last couple of months. And the defense has not been good either. Pitch outside, 2-1. So it's not with any sort of malice that I say it, but if we do want to open up a spot for a guy like Kerstad or go pick up a guy like Hayes off of waivers, I think Taveras. That ball gets away. A pickoff move to first. The ball winds up over by the tarp down the right field line. Gunnar will go up to second base. All right, so no steal needed. The Angels give us that bag. And now a base hit can give us that all-important insurance run. That was on Sean Well, really. He needs to at least get a glove on that ball. He didn't. 2-1 to Taveras, the pitch. That ball's lifted to right. Come on, Carey. That ball is gone. Bye, Birdie. Leody, I never doubted you for a minute. You are the man. One thing he has done is deliver 2-out RBIs, and he does it here again. A 2-run homer. And there's your insurance, folks. It is 5-2 Baltimore. That ball just snuck out, but it got out all the same.
Oh, it's magic, you know. Oh, it's magic.
Wow.
On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic. Break out.
Folks, here's Mayo. He tries to check his swing on a pitch that was neck high, and he does lay off of it. After a strike, it's now a ball and a strike. That is Leody's first ever pinch hit. And what made this homer special was that if he had hit it a little bit to the right, it would have been off that wall. That ball just snuck in, just over the wall and just inside the lower wall. It even bounced off the side wall and then off the top of the other wall. I mean, you can't really sneak one out of here much more than that part of the ballpark. The Orioles, I just heard Kevin Brown, 28 pinch hit RBIs on the season by the Orioles. And they just flashed that number up on the board. Pretty impressive. Folks, it's 5-2. We've got a 3-run lead for our closer, which looks like it's going to be Kittredge. Chance to nail down a series win and have a shot at a sweep tomorrow afternoon. 2-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Mayo strikes out. Folks, we are going to the 9th. A 2-run pinch hit homer by Leody Taveras. Coming in clutch. Gunnar Henderson scoring on this home run. We have a 5-2 lead going into the 9th, folks. 3 outs to go. All right, I am now going to do a couple of things. First, I'm going to spy on everybody in the chat. Why? Because I want to see a certain body organ flying. I'm talking hearts, folks. Get your mind out of the gutter. I'm tapping the hearts right now. I'm trying to get it started. Show me your heart, Oriole fans, and keep those hearts flying as we try to get these final 3 outs. We got a 3-run lead. Angels will be sending up Trout, Shonwell, and Grissom, 2-3-4 batters. So, man, how big was that? How big was that 2-run bomb? I would be pretty worried right now with just a 1-run lead with this part of the order coming up, but now with a 3-run lead, I'm feeling a hell of a lot better. Folks, the odometer, I'm loving the symmetry there. 5,550 something subscribers. It rolled over at some point tonight. If you're watching right now and you're not subscribed, why don't you join the 5,555 people here? Come on in. It's free. Hit the subscribe button below. You won't regret it. Folks, let's go.
Close the door. Close the door. Close the door.
Ladies and gentlemen, the hat. Andrew Kittredge is going to try to get the save. First pitch to Trout is a strike, a slider. We're in the 9th inning, folks. 5-2, the Orioles lead it. 3 outs to go. Kittredge comes in with an ERA of 4.18. That ball's hit to left, center. And a catch made on the run by Beavers right along the warning track for the first out. Trout pulled one into the gap, but it hung up there long enough for Beavers to chase it down. Folks, when it comes to chasing down Beavers, oh, never mind. Here is Nolan Shonwell. By the way, Beavers was in right. He goes over to left with Tavares in right field now. Ball 1 to Shonwell. Kittredge ready for the next pitch. That's on the outside edge. A backdoor slider. 1 ball, 1 strike. Base is empty. 1 away in the 9th. The pitch. That ball's popped up. Center field and shallow. Going out as Gunner. He waves off Cowser. He makes the catch. Folks, 1 out to go to keep this team undefeated post-trade deadline. And what is going on with the Guardians right now? Could we wind up tonight half a game back from a playoff spot? Half a game? Half? Pitch is popped up to right. It's hit deep, but it's in front of the track, and the catch is made by Tavares. Folks, the Orioles are in the win column. 2-0 since the fire sale. Hey, Mike. Go eat shit. We're going to win anyway. Folks, the Orioles have won at final score 5-2. All right. Folks, I'm feeling good.
Ho, 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 it's magic, you know. Oh, it's magic. On a magic carpet ride. On a magic carpet ride. You believe in magic. Break out.
All right. 5-2. Trevor Rogers finally gets that record even. He deserves it. He is 7-7 with the win tonight. Reid Detmers gets the loss. Kittredge gets the save, his 4th. Folks, the Orioles took a 3-0 lead. The Angels got 2 runs individual in the 6th and 7th to get back to within 3-2, but a 2-run homer pinch hit bomb by Taveras in the bottom of the 8th got us that 3-run cushion back. And Kittredge pitches the final inning. Folks, tonight we saw not a whole lot of help from the new guys. Franklin got the hit leadoff, went 0 for 3. Narvaez is 0 for being an Oriole, 0 for 3 tonight as well. And then Hoppy making his debut on the mound. Well, it was his hit that brought in that second run that Rogers had left out there. But otherwise, we had the home run ball working. 3 of them tonight, 2 of them back-to-back, Tyler O'Neill and Kobe Mayo. First of all, I'm doing too much box score reading. Let's just play the celebration music here for a minute. Give me a chance to breathe. All right, there we go. Yes, you won. Folks, Goonies never say die. And I'm a Goonie. 5-2 the final. The Orioles are back to within 2 games of 500. What's that famous Greek, is it a mythological figure? The one that has to push the boulder up the hill only for it to come tumbling down just as he's getting near the top. Is that Dionysus? I don't know. I haven't been in school in a long time. But when it comes to this team trying to get back to 500, that feels like the story here, doesn't it? We keep pushing that boulder. Sisyphus. That sounds right. It might be different. Greek mythology, Roman mythology. They kind of share this stuff, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Whatever. Call him Art the Clown. I don't care. The point is, that's sort of how this team, how it feels trying to get this team to 500. We keep getting close, and we're back to being super close. 2 games. We beat this team tomorrow. It's just 1 game. 57-56 at game number 115. I'm trying to get us to 60-60, folks. And right now, 4-2 does it. That's not asking the world. And if we win tomorrow, it's just 3-2. Just 3-2. If we beat this last place team tomorrow, where the pitching matchup looks pretty good for us, Brandon Young against a guy, Johnson, with an ERA close to 8. Chance to sweep tomorrow, folks. I'll have my broom ready. And again, don't be late for this one in the afternoon. It is early, 12:35 p.m., first pitch, Eastern time. Coverage will start here on the channel at 12:15. Lunchtime, folks. Please, if you have a job, take a long lunch and just phone in that you maybe, I don't know, have a stomach ache from whatever you ate. You got to go home. Just blow off work. Forget about it, folks. Come watch some baseball with me and everybody else. Let's win this series, or let's get this sweep tomorrow. What else? Folks, I am feeling a little bit winded, and again, there is a game, a pretty short turnaround. I've got to find some time to sleep between now and then. I'm going to make this a short post-game wrap-up, but I'm feeling good. Folks, if you got anything to get off your chest, now's the time to do it. We're up to 230 likes in the chat. If you are on your way out the door, please, just one more reminder, try and hit that like. We'll get it as close to 250 as we can. But, yeah, I'm going to see who else is streaming right now. I need to take a load off. Take a load off, Fanny. Take a load for free. Take a load off, Fanny. And you put the load right on me. Come on, folks. Who doesn't want a little Easy Rider soundtrack on this Wednesday night in Baltimore? Take a load off Birdland. Take a load for free. Take a load off Birdland. Hey, folks, would you like me to send you to the person calling the Mets and Guardians so that you can root on the Mets? I do owe Pure Adrenaline Sports a redirect. He has redirected to me a time or two. And it's about time I return the favor, folks. We want to see those Mets come back and beat Cleveland. It's in the bottom of the 8th. The Guardians are at the plate up 5-4. Mets will have one more chance to try to come back. Okay, so say hello to Pure Adrenaline Sports for me, please. And leave him a like. You know, do the nice things over there, all right? Come on back here with me tomorrow afternoon, 12:15 p.m. Eastern, for the finale. I enjoyed the call, folks. I hope you did as well. I want to thank the mods here for doing another fantastic job moderating the Charm City chat. Thanks for all the help with the likes and subscriptions, folks. We'll be at it again in no time, like 15 hours or something. Get some sleep, put in a couple hours of work, and get your ass back here lunchtime, okay? Until tomorrow, folks, enjoy the victory. The Orioles, again, undefeated in the post-trade deadline segment of this season. Let's keep going. Catch up with me tomorrow, folks. Until then, this has been the BirdWatcher, and I will chirp at you later. Final score, Orioles 5, Angels 2. Take it easy.